Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're super duper excited, man, because we're starting another Netflix original series, The Haunting of Hill House. And babe, tell them why we came across this show.
So we did a poll on Patreon, guys, and we had two winners. It was The Walking Dead and The Haunting of Hill House. We looked at the episode numbers, and this one only had 10.
And The Walking Dead had 10,000. So it's so long that if we started a Walking Dead series, people would probably just be so sick of it by the time we finished it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave that one Patreon only.
Yes.
We were basically just looking for like a Patreon exclusive, man. And these two were just so neck and neck that we really just didn't want to disappoint people.
So we did them both, yeah.
Well, we also saw it was short, and we was like, why not just put that on YouTube? We try not to put things that are gonna, you know, take forever on YouTube because there's a wide audience and some people get bored watching the same stuff for months at a time. So we try to stick to movies. We had so much fun watching horror movies during the month of October.
Absolutely.
The only problem was we just didn't get enough of them in.
Yeah.
So we was just really optimistic to watch another horror, I guess, franchise, movie, TV show, series,
mini-series,
whatever you want to call it, man. I'm excited to watch it. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys can hit us up on Patreon if you guys want to see the full uncut reaction to this show. I'm ready to watch it.
I am too. Let's go.
Shh. All right, guys. Episode 1. Steven sees a ghost.
No live organism can continue to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality.
We need an
Even
interface.
larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within. It had stood so for 100 years before my family moved in, and might stand 100 more.
Good foundation.
Within, walls stood upright, bricks met neatly, floors were firm. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone of Hill House, and whatever walked there walked alone.
Then, okay.
It's okay.
Oh,
Sam.
wow. They have statues in their
Mom
house.
and Dad, I've got it. Okay, Nellie? You scared? That's okay. I get scared too sometimes. Are you awake, Luke?
Because Nellie's awake.
How could he not be, honestly?
What was it?
The bent neck lady.
The bent neck lady.
Oh boy.
And she was right there?
Guess we better take a look. Here, huh? Your big brother must have scared her away. Big brothers are good like that.
What if she's hiding?
She's long gone. I guess everybody can go back to bed now. There you go.
That was sweet.
You remember what we talked about before? About our dreams?
They can spill.
That's right. Just like a cup of water can spill sometimes. But kids' dreams are special. They're like
An ocean.
the big dreams can spill out sometimes.
That's scary.
Back to bed, Stevie.
I hope he's talking metaphors.
I know.
Now, I know that bent neck lady is really scary, and that's all she is.
How long do we have to live here, Daddy?
Well, your mother and I, we have to finish fixing this house.
That's how
And
it goes,
someone has
doesn't
to
it?
Buy it.
Then we can go.
All their money's tied up in
and
it.
then we can
Y'all
go.
be getting fixer-uppers.
Just like the last house. Now, you get back to sleep, both of you. I love you, sweetie.
How old do I have to be until you let me get a little nightgown like that? If that man
You could get one
has.
tomorrow if you wanted.
Nah, I'd feel too corny. I just wear shorts and a t-shirt.
They have kind of a lot of kids.
Dancing in the
Oh, shoot. They really do.
What's that,
You're dreaming,
5?
Cheryl.
Pandas aren't dreaming.
Pandas, huh?
Pandas don't eat macaroni.
Noted.
They can.
If they're real hungry and it's made of bamboo. I think that's 6. Oh, the same ones.
Is she gonna start screaming again?
Are we gonna see bent neck lady? Boy, why you can't get in bed softer?
They need to go to Mattress Firm. That thing was, you know, crinkly.
Nellie had a nightmare, and Shirley's sleep talking again.
Anything good?
Pandas don't like macaroni, Liv.
Luke,
Tell that lady she comes in there, she's gonna have a bent leg.
Oh. What is that? Oh, it's a lady looking like this.
You think they was lying about the bent neck? She's like,
Well, I thought she like had a broken neck, like twisted around, but she was just curious.
this is kind of like Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like that?
At the beginning, yeah. I was looking for the name Steven and I didn't see any Stevens. The maze?
Is that really the house? There's no way.
It does have halls.
I feel kind of like a mouse living in that. Directed by Mike Flanagan.
Carl was driving on Rural 86 during the storm. Do you remember that storm? Cats and dogs, the worst I'd seen in 10 years. He was up in the boons when he lost control of the car. He went over a guardrail and went down a ravine. The car flipped over and you couldn't see it from the road, especially because of the rain. He was hanging there the whole time, hours, upside down, tangled up in his seatbelt. They said he could reach the horn, but he couldn't press it for long because you see his arm was broken.
Aww.
And that's how he died, upside down, pressing on that horn for as long as he could stand to.
Damn.
So when did it start?
The night after he died, it started with drops of water, like raindrops falling onto my face. I started to hear a car horn, short bursts, distant, I think, but close enough to wake me. And then finally, now this was right after the funeral itself. This was the night after the burial, you see. I felt the water on my cheeks and I heard the car horn. And then I looked up at the ceiling and there he was. Hanging there, upside down. I could see the water dripping off of his hair, and his face was a deep purple, like the blood had all just pooled into his cheeks.
Ooh.
It's funny, you think you'd scream after seeing something like that, but you don't. You just stare. You just stare at it like you're an idiot.
This scene is so
And then his
ominous
mouth
right now.
fell open,
This
but it
yellow
wasn't a
what on
scream.
it?
It was a car horn coming from his mouth. So loud that I fell off the bed. And then I screamed. I screamed because I hit the floor and it startled me. And it was like I only just remembered, oh, right, I can scream. I should probably scream. And I screamed all right, and I ran, and I tripped in the hallway, and I looked back, and he wasn't there, and then I laid there, and I cried.
Ooh.
And that was the last time I've slept in that room.
I don't blame you.
It's a very interesting story, Mrs. Walker.
Ain't that Dario Naharis?
Irene, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to look around your house. I'd like to set up some equipment. I'd also like to sleep in that room tonight.
Goodness.
Oh, so he's not just a shrink.
I can't promise I'll include
He's like a
your story
ghost
in my
collector or
book.
Oh,
something.
of course.
It's possible, and I thank you for sharing it with me.
Maybe her dreams spilt out or whatever he said.
Oh, true.
How did he phrase it? It spilled over?
Yeah, that reminded me of the upside down kind of when he said that. Like another dimension could enter. But
I'm sorry, I should have told you I'm a fan. That's my favorite, the first one. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone at Hill House, and whatever walked there walked alone.
Hold on. Guys, The Haunting of Hill House. There's a movie called A Haunting of Hill House.
I didn't know that.
Guys, I thought of it because it said something Crane. And I know that because my last name's Crane, obviously. So, but I haven't seen that movie, obviously. It's a super old movie and I haven't seen it. But is this relevant to that?
Maybe so, because it's a book.
I mean, obviously it's relevant to that. I just included it in the show.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. So maybe we should have seen that movie before we seen this.
I don't know.
If it's something that we need to see, man, we will watch that thing ASAP, guys. Just let us know.
I can't imagine what it was like living there. The most
Or maybe we can
famous
watch it
haunted
after.
house in America.
In fairness, it wasn't famous when we moved in. Besides, you got me beat.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you actually saw your husband hanging upside down over your bed, you've seen more than I ever have. I've never seen a ghost.
Oh, poor
But
guy.
your books.
Not in Arlington, Danvers, Alcatraz, on the Queen Mary, or in Williamsburg, and not in Hill House.
The way you write, I just assume.
Other people's stories. People like you, Irene. I give them the right voice, that's all.
Well, I hope tonight is a game changer for you.
How so?
Maybe my Carl will finally give you a story of your own.
Oh,
You were one of his favorite writers, so maybe that's the reason for all this.
You know, I can tell you one thing about Hill House that isn't in the book.
Oh, yes, please.
All those years trying to understand what happened in that house, you know what I never found? A reason. So don't expect one.
so he's skeptical. He
How are
doesn't
your
think he'll
mother
see
and
anything.
sisters doing? I wondered since the book.
Yeah, I
How
don't
are
think he
they
does.
doing?
And he's
You
also
know who
saying-
I wish would write a book.
Wow, I
Your
don't want to
dad.
interrupt the show.
Just tonight.
So he's
I'd
basically
rather
saying, after all my time studying this subject, there seems to be no correlation of any type of like logical reason as to why people experience these events. These things just act like randomly.
sleep here.
And I guess that's her when she's older, because she was calling
Just
him.
tonight.
Won't you miss your brother?
I'd rather sleep here in case she comes back.
All right. Just tonight then.
I'll stay with her a bit.
Good night.
Aw, that would be so scary if I was her age.
To be in that big house, yeah.
What she got right there?
We've done that lots of times, haven't we? That was actually so creepy, dude.
I know. What the heck was that?
I'm sorry. Are you saying you'd prefer not to do a viewing?
It's not that.
It's part of your mother's pre-need, so it's already taken care of.
And we want to. It's Max. I think he's just a little
nervous about it.
I'd say adamantly opposed.
So that's another one of the kids right there.
Hi, Max.
When they got
I'm
older.
Shirley.
Here's funeral home.
I know this might be a little weird for you, but I promise it's all normal. The reason Mommy and Daddy are here is because it's important to say goodbye to Grandma. Viewing is just a way to do that, to see her one last time and tell her you love her.
I don't need to say goodbye.
Why is
A lot
that?
of people feel that way at first, but then they feel much better when they do.
That's what Mommy said, but she was wrong. Mommy keeps sitting on my bed at night, touching my hair. She just stares at me, and her eyes must hurt.
You don't blink.
Because she doesn't blink.
You seen her?
Nope. If your
I sleep in
eyes
the
hurt,
same
you
bed.
ain't blinking.
It's Nell. I need you to call me. It's hard to understand. Everything's so twisted and it's hard to explain. But I'm worried about Luke. Have you talked to him? Call me.
So they all grew up involved in something a little dark, huh?
It's here.
In a way.
It's great.
Like a funeral home, ghostwriting stories, and I'm not sure what she's up to. The little one. But she's wearing Converses in her bed.
Hey, I think you really nailed it. It really sends a message. We should put it on the website. I think it'll work great in print, too. People still read papers, that is.
Ooh, that house is so creepy.
I know.
Look at all those faces carved into the mantle.
Flu's a disaster.
Oh, man.
This is supposed to be the easy part.
There's nothing easy about this house.
You okay, Daddy?
Just trying to fix the flu. The house doesn't like it, I guess. Oh, but Mr. Dudley found something for you.
I don't know if this is gonna work, and I'm gonna need it back.
A key. That is such a cool staircase, though.
I would hate to have that, though.
It's cool to see, but it's not cool to have.
I don't trust it. Boy, that thing will fall over. Oh, hell no.
I got it. Open it! Mr. Dudley says this is a master key, so it's supposed to open any door in the house. He's a weirdo. So is that lady. Daddy says they've been taking care of this house for years and years, so if anyone would know where the key is. What do you think is in there? What if it's a cotton candy machine? That'll be something.
Then we'll
Or
keep
a
it.
Pony. Not a pony. This isn't working. It could be a pony. Something was moving. I saw the shadow under the door. This door's been locked for years and years and years and years, so if there's a pony in there, it's dead. This one doesn't work either. Where's the freaking key? Don't say that word. You say it. The keys never work. Can't he just use that big hammer? We'll find the key. I want to see what's in there, too. Let's go see if Daddy has any more keys. Daddy, we need more keys.
That door reminds me of the door on Insidious. The red one.
But I would want to drop kick and know what's in there.
That staircase is too much.
I know you don't
No,
need
I
me to tell you
don't.
this,
No, I
but
don't. No, I
literally
don't.
Everything is an emergency with Nell.
I know, but she sounded rough.
Cheryl.
Rougher than usual. She said it was about Luke.
Then call Luke.
I did.
Straight to voicemail.
Well, then he sold his phone for
Cash or he's still in rehab, which means we stay out of it.
Can't deal with this right now. I'm working.
Yeah? You working?
That's right, Cheryl. Something else you want to add?
Fine, I'll just handle it, shall I?
That's why everybody dumps their shit on me, isn't it, Steve?
I'm the oldest. It's my job.
Oh, wait, that's you.
Fine.
I'll handle. Jesus.
T?
Sure.
Think he's really about to stay there?
So, does this stuff, capture the supernatural?
Don't believe in that word. I'm talking about the word supernatural.
Because he believes that it's
natural
all.
phenomena that we understand, and then there's
Then once
natural
you understand
phenomena
it,
that we
yeah.
don't. Primitive humans used to die of fright during an eclipse. I had no idea what it was. Eye of an angry god, an evil spirit. Nothing supernatural about it, though. Once we understood what it was, well, it was just natural. I prefer preternatural, natural phenomena that we don't quite understand yet.
So does it capture that?
No message. Just wanted to see if it was there. What was your name again? Thanks, Paige.
It's so odd seeing him as like a ghost hunter or a writer. He's supposed to be protecting the queen.
Yep, at all costs.
Until he gets sent away, of course.
Hi, this is Nell. Please leave a message after the beep.
It's Steve. I'm sorry I missed your call. Talked to Shirley. I know you're worried about Luke, but I called his rehab center. He's fine. He actually got his 90-day chip today, believe that. I'll be around tomorrow if you still need to chat.
That's sad to hear that he was like,
I
he
hope
had
you're
it
well,
bad.
Lily. I mean that.
That means he probably saw some crazy junk in that room.
The show has a really yellow tone to it. It's perfect for this time of year. It was kind of like a robot, don't she?
Why did she look like she was looking for like an escape route or something? Oh, because that might be it.
Theodora.
Where'd you come from?
Is the girl on the left familiar or no?
I don't know. I don't remember any of them being named Theodora.
So what's your story? What do you mean? I mean, who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? You live in a funeral home. I'm here for grad school. Sociology. I mean, the program's brutal, but I love Boston, man. It's such a great town. What's that about?
I'm just kind of a germaphobe.
Are you though?
That's okay, none taken.
Are you a germaphobe?
That was really good.
Yeah, you're damn right.
I have to work tomorrow. Early.
Oh,
I might have missed something. I could have
Okay.
swore that she was sliding her tongue up her ass. But I forgot she's a germaphobe though.
Oh, she wrote her number and left.
was it something I said?
No, we just did what we came here to do, yeah?
Okay, then.
She's like, well, damn.
She's like, no commitment. Sorry.
Hi.
Wonder if that's her mom.
Or sister.
You know, you normally prefer the company of cold stiffs. Don't be so hard on yourself. I got beer.
New friend?
Is she coming back? No, she's sweet enough, but a pile of issues. I just don't think you can really know so much after such a quick encounter. Who's saying it's quick? I'm a giver.
You're like a guy.
You're like a frat guy. Here, I wasn't expecting the parade.
Oh, she's like a friend.
Nell called me today. She sounded bad. Because it sucks to be Nell. We still haven't talked since LA.
Theo.
No, I'm just waiting for an apology. I'm drawing boundaries, which is something you might want to look into. What's wrong with her?
I don't know.
And you never really will. One foot in crazy and the other on a banana peel.
She said it was about Luke. Something about it scared me.
Luke will show up when he needs money.
What if he doesn't? Or if he does, it'll be the last time I ever see him.
Boundaries. Maybe a brick wall when it comes to Luke.
I don't really know their family enough to comment. I'm just staying out of it.
Yeah. Hey, Duval. I used to live there for 1 year, guys.
Duval?
If you shout that at any restaurant in Jacksonville, they'll love you.
I don't know anything about it. I didn't live there before my time.
Just stop it.
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. You think that's the dad when he got older or something?
Yeah, maybe so. Kind of looks like him, right?
And that kind of looked like that could have been his wife.
Nell?
Daddy.
Honey, are you okay?
Do you remember the bed neck lady?
How could we forget?
Like, yeah, baby, she had scoliosis real bad. Oh, wait, that's your back, not your neck.
She was just confused.
Yes.
She's back.
Okay. Nell, where are you?
I'm at home, in bed.
I want you to go to Stephen Lee's. I'm going to drive to Orlando, get a flight to LA. He's closest, so you go to him.
Oh no, this is scary.
I'll see you there tomorrow.
Okay.
Why does she lie?
Are you okay?
She's not in bed.
I'm fine. Sorry to wake you.
Bro, please don't drive off something.
I know, right?
That's what it's like tonight. Just foggy as hell. We got a fog warning.
Oh my gosh, is that the house?
It looks like it.
I'm good. I'm just showing up where I'm not supposed to.
He's like, I thought if I could touch it with you don't know about
Yeah. But the urgency of him going to LA scares me.
I'm going. Stevie, get up. Gotta get out of here right now.
Why?
Quietly.
My shoes.
I wake up a lot more brain dead than that. That kid's smart.
He said my shoes. I would have been like fighting the ghost barefoot.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh. Mm-mm. Creepy doorknob.
Please don't punch a little girl.
Good thing you kind of dumb.
We're gonna run.
Dad, what's going on?
Quiet. I'm gonna carry you.
Carry him?
You keep
Why?
your eyes closed no matter what you hear. You don't open them. You promise? Do you promise?
I promise.
Brave little pup.
You keep your eyes closed no matter what. Okay.
Little boy can probably run faster than you can. You should just let him run.
Closed.
Ooh, that scared me.
This is where the kid became an author right here.
Get back in the car.
I saw Abigail in the window.
Abigail.
She was in the window.
Is that all the kids?
What's happening? Where's Mom? I thought I saw her upstairs.
That's not Mom.
And that's why that arm was on him, because she's not here anymore.
She probably got possessed by the house.
What about Mom? We can't leave Mom!
He's like, yes, the hell we can, son.
He's like, look at my cast.
Dad, I told you. There's no reason you and I need to talk. You don't just get to call me and tell me what to do.
You're closest and your sister needs you. You get home and you stay with her. You keep your eye on her. Don't let her out of your sight.
Dad, I'm not even...
I'll see you there. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, Dario.
Was that the guy on Gladiator?
I'm not really sure if that was, but this is cold. So basically, his dad told him to close his eyes. So as he's running out the house, he doesn't really get a grasp of the reality of the situation. So he grows up fascinated by that event, but he never really saw anything. So he has this doubt, and that doubt is leading him to having a strange relationship with his dad.
Well, the dad didn't want him to know it was his mom.
Because he was trying to protect him from it? Yeah, crazy.
This is spooky times to be doing this, dude.
So if there's a drop in temperature, I'm assuming it will trigger something.
They probably take a picture.
You think mom's still in that house?
Just haunting it up. Look at her. No, that's not her. That's Nell.
Yeah, she's possessed right now or something.
Or maybe she just wants some mother-daughter time.
She's got the demons in her, boys. She's got her a tall man, don't she? She's like, that sucker's 7.5 foot.
So you thought she was dancing with the ghost?
She is dancing with a ghost, or she's on drugs. She's a damn flower child.
Oh.
Ghost time.
In 1 more minute, right? They all woke up.
Now he's in the room.
They're all haunted.
It's only 12:03 for him. He's on a different timeline. I mean, not timeline, but
time zone.
Yeah.
Yup. Be quiet. Dude, you're playing.
It's definitely not raining outside, right?
That was scary. Elite.
He's gonna like chalk it up to like a busted pipe or something.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all suck at driving. Jesus Christ. It's like you.
Rude.
Y'all should see Mrs. October on a roundabout.
No, be quiet.
Jesus.
Why do we have so many of those? Why do we have so many of those?
I don't know. I think so.
There's a pole there, see, but no sign.
Never mind, there's no
Kids
stop
stay-
sign.
It's a moderately trafficked area. A four-way stop without a sign is bound to have a few near misses. You slept better with your husband in bed, right?
Of course.
You're probably just noticing the car horns now because you're not sleeping as well. Things you used to sleep through. The water? It was a big storm the night he died. One of the biggest you've seen in a long time.
Yes.
There's a leak in your roof. You just didn't notice the water
Trying to come
damage
up with
because of all the
reasons.
paneling. It was only drizzling last night, and I even got a few drips. You might want to get that looked at. Water damage is no joke. Happens all the time.
She knows what she saw.
I know.
And the man
ass.
I saw hanging from my ceiling?
The mind, it is a powerful thing, man. Especially the grieving mind.
I know what I saw.
The water and the car horn. You'd be picturing how he died as much as you wouldn't want to.
I saw him.
When you push that stuff down, it comes out at night. You couldn't help it. When I said I've never seen a ghost, it's not exactly true. I've seen a lot of ghosts, just not the way you think. A ghost can be a lot of things. Memory, a daydream, grief, anger.
We talking about like a real ghost.
In my experience, most times they're just what we want to see.
Why would I want to see Carl like that?
Amen. Why would you?
Because it's better than never seeing him again.
Man, get your ass out the house. Stop arguing with a paying customer.
Most times
Customer's
a ghost
always
is a
right.
wish.
Yeah, it's a ghost. I need to come back 4 times. Just to
Stephen
inspect.
Crane, that's who it is.
See, now
Thank
we
you
gotta
for
know about
doing
this
that.
family.
Carl
Because they
would
might
have
be
loved
kin.
My pleasure. You didn't like it.
No. What's going on? My brother just the family is what's going on.
Hang on.
Look, I get that things haven't exactly been going well with your writing. And when you said you wanted to do a book about the house, I understood that. But this is...
I sent you guys the manuscript in case you had any objections. I didn't have to do that.
Of course we object. I object, Steve. Let's calm down a bit. You be calm, Lee. It's not your name in here. It's not your family. Hey, it is my family. You weren't there. Nell, Luke, Theo, they were just kids. The things they told you in
I'm
confidence.
clear that they were kids.
You make Mom sound crazy.
Oh, Mom wasn't crazy?
And the Dudleys and Dad, Dad, this is the worst of the bullshit. Worse than the tabloids.
Dad had every opportunity to set that straight. What am I supposed to write? He said it was haunted. Those are his words.
Wreck. He just lost his wife.
And he hasn't said shit since. Has he talked to you, Cheryl? Did he tell you what happened that night? Because all I've got are those tabloid quotes. He refuses to tell us anything else.
He believed it, Steve. When he said those things, he believed them. In the moment, at least. And you never did.
Neither did you.
And now you're digging up that stuff for $1 so you can stop living off credit for a change?
Look, I can tell that you're upset, but Steve had every right.
Do you know how much money they're offering on the advance? We can buy a house. We can move to LA. We could.
Well, damn, I was going to defend him, but it sounds like she's right.
Family, Steve. What you're doing to Mom?
Mom was mentally ill. It's a fact. I'll be damned if the apple didn't fall too far from.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Word vomit.
But he's buying the novel, Cheryl.
You sent me the book. Now you know what I think. You published this. You know what it costs.
Ooh.
He's going to do it anyways.
And he did because it was on someone's shelf.
I'll write your story. It's a good story. I researched your house. Did you know it was used as a hospice briefly in the 60s?
I didn't.
I'd like to talk to you some more about your marriage and get some background on Carl, who he was, who you both were. That's what matters, really. I'll need to take some liberties. I always do.
Yeah, you take
It was
them
a
liberties.
fan. I'll do it in a way he would have really liked.
Aw, that's nice.
You really didn't see anything.
They didn't see anything.
That's not the point.
I had my eyes closed when we left.
You don't say anything, Stevie.
No one else can corroborate your story, Hugh.
That's right.
The judge hears you talk about packing 5 kids into your car at 3 in the morning. They're gonna wonder why they aren't hearing from those kids. Media's already piling on. If we don't give him someone else to write about, it's gonna be more and more of this.
It's tabloids. It's just tabloids.
It's family court. This type of stuff doesn't help in a
Oh, you
custody
going to
hearing.
jail.
They never filed charges.
Public
I was
opinion
never
against
placed
you.
under arrest. It was a suicide.
Dang.
They confirmed it.
It doesn't matter. They got this off your statement to the police.
I wasn't thinking clearly that night. We just lean on that.
We can't unring this bell.
Okay, fine. They can rip me to pieces, but they don't get to take bites out of the kids.
It'd just go a long way if you'd let the press near the house. Now, they'll pay you. They'll pay you to walk the grounds, take some pictures.
No one goes near the house. Just the police. No one else has to.
Then sell it. You need the money, Hugh.
He had to pay you. He's like,
You're
sell
saying
it.
you want to keep the house your wife just died in? You have any idea how that looks?
I want the gates and the doors kept locked at all times, and I want to know every day that it's empty. No gardeners, no staff, except for the Dudleys. The Dudleys stay on.
That doesn't make any sense.
The Dudleys stay on, and it sits there and rots.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
If you lose,
I won't.
if you do though, we really have to go live with Aunt Janet.
Hello.
Hey.
What do you want?
Uh-oh.
So my sister, something up with Nell. She may show up at the house today.
At my house?
The house, yeah.
Why?
My dad told her to. I didn't get a chance to tell him what's... But I'm sorry, you can just point it at me.
Is that all?
Maybe I can come by and we can talk about this some more.
You know what you'd have to say. You tell me. Is there any point?
Dang.
I'm assuming he's like getting divorced or something. That's why I showed the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, young man.
What are you doing?
Arranging the china and some of the flatware so that your father can sell them. These are valuable.
Dad says you and Mr. Dudley come with the house.
Houses like this one require a staff.
Why don't you live here?
We live close by, at the edge of the property.
Oh, hell no.
There are so many rooms.
Sounds creepy.
The staff hasn't lived on the grounds since 1948.
So the people that lived here before us.
The Hills?
So they were all alone?
Oh, yes.
And it's called a hill house, so they're second.
No one
Ooh.
would live nearer than town. No one will come any nearer than that. So yes, they lived all alone in the night, in the dark.
Well, they didn't seem to be too scared. My dad found a bunch of stuff in the parlor. Tarot cards and Ouija boards and all that. So something tells me they weren't too scared of the dark.
I see. And you know what those things do, don't you?
They're parlor games. People use them to scare themselves.
This is the problem with schools these days. They teach
Those
you
aren't
the
parlor
secular
games.
world, smother you in science, and science isn't an exact science, you know. The world is dark, young man, and the only light is the light of the Lord Jesus Christ. We need his light in the night, in the dark. Do you know the Gospels, young man?
He does. Hugh and I decided when Steve was little. See, we knew that throughout his life he'd be exposed to all sorts of ideas and beliefs, that there'd be all sorts of people who'd tell him they had the answers.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense.
So yes, he knows the Gospels. He's also familiar with the Talmud, the Torah, Quran, Greek mythology. And he reads a lot of Carl Sagan, Shakespeare. Why is that, honey?
Because there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
Than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Very good, ma'am.
Well, I don't suppose either of you have seen Luke.
I assume you tried the treehouse?
Very funny, mister.
So there's a little animosity between them ladies, huh?
Mom's looking for you.
trying.
Oh, that's so
I have a
cool.
free closet. Never occurs to her you'll be in your treehouse. You know, the one Dad built for you. I don't want to go in yet. I don't like inside.
Damn, that's dope.
How do you spell no girls allowed?
N-O.
I already got those.
G. I told you last time that's a bad idea. What happened to your other sign?
Leo ripped it.
Who's this?
Some girl I saw by the woods.
Some girl
What's
you saw.
next?
Oh.
You can't come in?
I was
Good.
about to say, I better go holler at her.
No, she looks scary. She looks like she's some black eyes. Look at them.
You always talk
No,
to sheep.
I used to have imaginary friends too. They go away when you get bigger.
She's not imaginary. No girls. Theo can't rip this one. It's not allowed.
I'll tell her.
Will you hang out with me?
You want me to?
You can hang out all the time. We can draw together. No girls. Just Stevie and Luke.
Cool kids. Where do you get the ideas for these drawings?
I don't want to see that.
If my youngest son was drawing that, my oldest one wouldn't ask no questions. He'd be like, oh, I like that. Let's draw more. That kid was freaked out by it. Shouldn't be struggling that bad.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Steve. Well, this isn't what it looks like.
How'd you know where to find me? Tell you what, I've got, let me see, $200 here. You hand me that iPad, you can keep the cash and sell that old camera. I need the iPad.
Dang, he
It
was
stays
stealing
here.
it?
Oh, is that what it is? Wow. Damn, that's the little brother too, ain't it? Jesus.
That's so sad. And he just was nice to him about it. I would be like beating my sister up over it. Just because, I don't know, I would be mad she would be in that predicament, I guess.
Like that one time you beat your sister up.
I'm sorry.
You don't know that.
I know.
This October used to be wild.
It really isn't what you think.
Good.
But thanks for that 200.
Man, that'd be crazy to steal from your own brother like that. And he broke
Oh
in.
man, wasn't his ex there too? Or is this his little apartment?
This is the bachelor pad.
Girl, you a vampire.
Thanks. I needed a good scare. Lee sent you here? I tried to tell Dad we're having some issues. Did you tell Luke where I live? Did you bring him here? You just
She was
stood
on
there
you,
and
remember?
watched him loot me?
Yeah, she was the one that was crazy, right?
You hit up everybody, dragged Luke out, made Dad hop on a plane. Fine. Got us all listening. What do you want? What's so damn important now?
Why is she doing that?
Shit. I didn't give him the address. Hey, I tried to tell you, we're Dad?
You hear me? I said it's about Nell.
I know, I just walked in and she's,
Nell was lying.
shocking.
She wasn't in L.A. She was at the house, Steve. She was at the house.
What's that mean?
She's dead. She's dead.
So he's just seeing that? Ah! So that's why it's called Steve Saw a Ghost.
Steve is about to believe.
Steve. Steve.
Oh no, that's his sister.
Steve, you there?
Ooh.
Guys, is there an end screen to this? Just in case you're new here, we usually do 2 episodes because an hour is just not enough, man. We usually like to hop into 2. If you guys want to skip past it, man, we're about to hop into the next episode for sure. We usually take about, 2 or 3 minutes. But baby, that's The Haunting of Hill House. What do you think about this so far?
I think it's insane. I think it's really interesting to see the family ties and see them like grow up, and I want to know why they like fell apart, I guess.
I feel like so much trauma happened in their childhood that, that event that night probably tore their family apart. I mean, half the kids probably experienced it. Half the kids probably didn't experience it.
Yeah.
They're probably wondering why the other party's under a delusion. Their dad probably ended up going through all these troubles. I don't really know how it's all going to play out, but
Yeah.
it just seems like it's a lot for a family to go through.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the pictures in that house were particularly creepy. I mean, there was faces carved into like the fireplace mantles. There was
Yeah.
really weird, like 16th century looking like pictures on everything. It was just a creepy
And when
house,
he was
man.
tearing them down, he said they didn't like it.
Hell no, they don't like
right,
it.
right, but I mean, like he said they don't like it, so I'm assuming there's like more than just one spirit in that house. There's like,
I'm assuming the hills got something to do with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know anything about them. I guess we'll find out.
The thing I like the most about the show is just the fact that it's just a really high quality drama. It seems like it's scary, but at the same time, it seems like we're in for a damn good TV show.
Right. I kind of like where they dropped us, asking a lot of questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get into the next one, man.
Let's go.
The Haunting of Hill House, episode 2, Open Casket.
Nellie's in the red room.
Cheryl, what did she say?
He's like probably just sleep talking again.
Pandas don't like screwdrivers, or whatever she said.
This is the time.
All the ghosts in the 303.
I wonder why she was having dreams about Luke if she was in the house.
I think the imagery here is interesting though. Everyone's cracking and underneath they're screaming. And that one girl's got her titties out.
She screamed so hard one flew out. Been there. Just kidding.
Grandma's dead. I know Grandma's dead, but she still comes to my room at night and she still sits on my bed, even though Mommy and Daddy said she wouldn't. And I told her not to, but she was there again last night. And last night was bad. She looked different. Her fingers were purple and she did not have hair. I don't want to see her again, especially like that.
Just like that woman's
So
in a way.
I'm not gonna look at her tomorrow, and I don't want to see her in the open castle.
The open casket. I understand, Max. I'm guessing your parents have talked to you about why you might be having these dreams.
They're not dreams.
And I'm guessing you're a smart boy. You're so smart, you probably know that your grandmother wore a wig. Is that right? You probably saw her in the hospital a few times when she wasn't wearing it.
Yeah.
And you probably also know that she had fake teeth. Maybe she took them out once to show you, made you laugh. The thing about an open casket, and I know it sounds scary, is that it's a great chance to take all of those pictures in your head of grandma in the hospital or grandma without her hair or teeth or anything else in your imagination and cover it all up with a better picture.
Better picture?
That's right. Before she's ever even in the casket, I'm gonna fix her. That's what I do.
How?
First, we give her a bath. Make sure
This
she's
is one
clean
job I
and
just could not
soft.
imagine.
That would be a tough job.
Matter of fact, I
Then we
couldn't
put
fathom
special
it.
chemicals in so she stays fixed forever. Then we put her in her favorite clothes. And finally, I take extra special care to make sure she looks just like she's supposed to. So when I'm done, she will look just like she always did, just like you remember her, just like she's supposed to.
I mean, I'm really glad people do this job. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like,
it's a hard job.
Yeah.
Is that Hill House?
No, come here. Take a look. This is our forever house.
You made this?
I designed it, yeah.
Just looks like a lot of lines.
They're like Chip and Joanna, Loki.
That's true.
With a lot of kids and everything.
But when I look at it,
They're kind of like that.
I see a family running to a dinner table from all three directions. This dining room is the heart of the house. Everything flows in and out, see? Every house needs a heart, and this is ours because that's where we spend the most time together. You know, a house is like a person's body. The walls are like bones. Needs to breathe, needs light and flow, and it all works together to keep us safe and healthy inside.
That is kind
I
of true.
don't see any of that.
When you're little, you learn how to see things that aren't there. And when you grow up, you learn how to make them real.
Which is my room.
That's where you'll be. But on the second floor, this is the ground floor. When we finish fixing up this house
and sell it for a lot of money,
then we're gonna build the forever house. And we won't have to move.
Oh, so it's not this house.
Yeah, that's the in-game house right there.
Shirley, where'd you
Nelly
go?
sounds like a
Nelly,
ghost.
I
don't
told
you?
you I'm too old for tea parties.
Mommy, will you please have a tea party with me? Everyone keeps saying no.
I have to finish working, I'm afraid.
How about we play outside instead?
How about a tea party outside?
You can play outside until dinner, but when I flash the porch light twice,
time to come home.
That's the rule. Nelly, let me hear you say it.
Porch light means it's time to come home.
Okay, go have fun.
I feel like the mom's gonna like fall in love with the house or something, and that's why she can't leave.
I would love that house. That's a castle.
Yeah, but like, you know how she's like an interior decorator or
Sounds
something?
like a kid thing, but
Maybe
it
an architect,
doesn't.
I don't know.
It's very grown up and sophisticated.
Sophisticated. Ask Theo. Maybe she'll have one with you.
Theo.
Oh, there's that girl.
Poor kid. He grows up rough, don't he?
You good, Luke? Don't forget the rule. Lights flash.
Time to come home.
I appreciate your advice. I mean, I know you've worked this house for so long. Another question. That master key you had didn't work. You have any other ideas about that red door upstairs?
Not for that one.
Maybe he means like don't go in there.
I think it's about time to break the door down. We'll replace it. He's like, nope, not in that one.
Maybe he's hinting like don't take your ass in there.
Well, yeah, but eventually he's got to go in there. He can't sell a house and not know what's in that room. Oh, there's a graveyard.
The hills. Is that a kitty?
Sounds like a kid.
Aww. Oh.
Hi.
Well, that makes me look stupid, doesn't it?
I want that whole basket.
Hey, how'd you get in here, huh? Where's your mommy cat? She couldn't be far. She needs to feed you.
You're so cute.
You're just the cutest little thing.
That was creepy. What was that?
It looked like a witch face.
Oh, we're about to see on that picture.
Don't do it again.
Well, look at that. You think it's empty?
We'd have seen some. Probably dead.
Come here, Cheryl. You gotta see this.
It has a witch face.
Is that a rat's
It's
nest or
okay.
something?
It's okay. It's a wasp nest.
Oh, that's what it is.
Probably an old one. Very old. You see, sometimes they build their nest around things. I've seen a nest built around a wind chime. It looks so cool.
Ooh, get out of it like that.
Haven't seen one like this, though. I don't blame you for screaming.
Yeah, built it around this. You know what that is?
Creepy wasp.
A mask?
Yep. Halloween mask.
Those wasps are in the Illuminati.
See? Nothing scary at all. You're lucky
Putting
those
the
wasps
imagery
are
in their
long
buildings.
gone. You might have something to really scream about.
These little kittens don't have a mommy.
You don't know that. She could be out there somewhere.
Odd her leaving them alone, especially close to dark like this.
Yeah, we gotta adopt
Dogs.
cats. Let's go.
I don't know, Cheryl.
Please.
Mr. Dudley, have you ever seen those dogs? You think they'd go after kittens?
No dogs on the property.
Well, sure there are. Kids have been hearing them at night. They've heard them every night since we got here.
I couldn't say. The missus and I, we don't stay on the property after dark. No.
Is that
I've
not a
never
big
seen
red flag?
dogs.
You look shook,
Daddy,
don't he?
please. Come on, Mom. I told you I wanted to be Daredevil.
That's why I got you that, so you can decorate it however you want.
I don't want to decorate. I
The
just
Daredevil
want to be
Easter egg?
Daredevil.
More fun when
'Cause
you
they
can
stole
be
the intro.
creative instead of just
Yeah.
buying what every other kid buys.
Mom, you're killing me.
Can't you just decorate that to look like Devil Man or whoever? Means more when you make it yourself.
Man,
guys.
Murdoch.
It's almost Halloween. I need a costume I can wear to Austin's party.
Not some craft project.
Try it.
But Austin said if our masks don't look good enough, the ghosts will know it's us and they'll come after me.
Jaden.
There's no such thing as ghosts, and you know that. Go upstairs. We're working in here. Watch out for the Forever House.
That
Aw, she made one too.
Charm. How's Tyson?
He's worried. We went over it all, and again.
We're in the black, though.
We are, but barely. And Tyson's saying it again, just like last quarter.
We're in the black.
We have to do better, which means you can't just keep cutting prices whenever you feel like it. I'm sorry. You handle the funerals, I handle the books. That was the deal, right?
We're doing more than well enough to give a little relief to families who need it the
It's
most.
not relief, Cheryl. It's charity. You're giving stuff away at cost, below cost. and
Only for special cases.
more than half.
No way.
More than half of our intakes last quarter were special cases. If it's more than half, it's not special, it's normal. I have the whole thing in here. I'll show you.
Shit, more than half.
Here, I will show you. Hello. Right back here.
Sorry, we didn't hear the door.
It's okay. I just wanted to drop these off, like we discussed. There's some jewelry in here, some pictures of Mom, like you asked. I couldn't decide, so I just put a bunch in.
Why do I feel like it's cursing in that box?
Thank you for dropping these by. They'll be really helpful.
She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. He's like, that's
Feeling
okay.
better about tomorrow?
A little. Your wife definitely helped, but
Yeah.
he's still nervous. I can tell.
Do they just like keep seeing people casually like that?
I don't know.
Did you ever connect with Nell?
No, but Steve checked in with Luke. He's fine in rehab.
No. How many is this for him?
I don't know. I lost track.
You want me to bring this downstairs?
Yes, please.
I hate going downstairs.
I would too.
He's like Georgie from It.
On the phone, you said he had insurance?
Right. We thought so. You told us so. This morning we tried to get the info.
It lapsed a few months back.
He just didn't tell us.
Happens all the time, I'm afraid, especially with first timers.
We can still do this. We're gonna split the costs. He needs to be here.
It's fine. Without an insurance policy, it's $6,000 a month, and we do recommend a 4 to 6 month commitment.
I'm sorry, did you say 6,000?
That's right.
And obviously, if he had insurance, it would be in the ballpark of what we discussed on the phone.
Yes, but if his policy is lapsed.
Oh no.
Well, they knew it was going to be expensive. He doesn't have insurance.
The first month, for
You
sure.
didn't tell him.
And I can come back in 2 weeks with some more if I move some things around.
That's fine. We can see how the first month goes.
Well, he's stealing from his brother. I'd assume he didn't have insurance.
Sorry, Cheryl.
It's fine.
I mean, I could still do
Just pay
some
me
of
back when you're a famous writer.
it. You might not want to hold your breath. Apparently, historical fiction is out of vogue.
You're all set.
No,
We're all set. I'm gonna need a UA.
What?
Urine analysis. First time, huh?
UA, right. What if they're still...
It's okay if you're not clean.
He thinks he's in jail, not rehab.
Oh, shit. Wish me luck.
Or should I say probation?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We love you so much. You can do this.
Aw, they're still supportive even when they're older.
You need.
You got this. You
Wish
can
you
do
the
it.
best of luck, man.
He's gonna do it.
It sucks because he didn't.
I don't know. I kind of like the Captain Lane mask.
It's all yours.
Where'd you get those, Allie?
At the mall?
Practically begged me. She has to be like a cool Aunt Theo.
I did not.
Nope, you're finishing the Brussels sprouts.
You're on fire today, Mom.
Watch it, Captain Lane.
Both of you. They're delicious.
They smell like cat piss.
Did she just throw it?
Yeah, she did.
Halloween is Captain Grounded.
I don't know. It was weird. Solo account. His name's on the checkbook. So we only have joint accounts. I don't know that account. It was just in his briefcase.
You're going through his briefcase?
Looking at quarterlies, not like.
So I guess he's got a secret, huh?
Ask him. I'm sure it's nothing.
I don't want to seem like, I don't know. It's probably nothing. It's just weird.
Well, you should let your imagination get the best of you. Imagine the worst thing possible, assume it's true, and go from there.
Can I have cookies and milk for dessert?
Did you eat all of your food?
Yes.
No, you didn't. You threw half of it over your shoulder.
Man, let me know, guys. If you're living together and you're married and you figure out your partner has a secret bank account, you got every right to go ask them about it.
Me.
Oh.
You get just enough and you drop a little on their nose because their eyes aren't open yet and they need to know it. See?
I hope nothing happens to those kitties.
Wow. Do you want to try it?
You think one of the kids will get possessed and hurt them?
Maybe. Or the dogs will get them.
What dogs?
The dog. You heard them? I just heard the dogs.
They're ghost dogs.
Huh? What do you want? I don't even. Why are you banging on the wall? I'm not. You are. And calling my name. What do you want? There again. Banging on the wall to tell me about stupid dogs? What was that? What is that? Shirley?
That thing's banging loud as hell.
What is it?
Oh my gosh. It's probably bent neck. Mm-mm. Good thing they can't sneak up on you.
Hey.
What if it was just mom and dad doing
what's
it?
with the screaming?
Did you hear that? What was that?
What was what?
There were these loud bangs all over the walls.
I didn't hear
You're
it.
like, what?
I don't.
So loud, how could you not hear it?
I believe you. I know. Listen, there's nothing to be. Pipes, the hot water pipes. They're old. They can
Ain't that
bang,
old?
jump in the walls. I bet that's what it was. It's over now, right? It's over.
Thanks.
What?
222.
Jesus. Steve.
It's Nell.
It's the middle of the night.
She's dead.
Shut up.
She's dead, Sean.
Not so good.
What the f do you mean?
She killed herself.
So weird. I came home tonight. I was in my living room, and she was.
Well,
You're wrong. They got it wrong. I mean, she was just. Who told you this?
Dad called me.
He was the last person she talked to before she did it.
Oh no.
He was the last person she called.
Bullshit.
what do you say?
That she killed herself. I didn't exactly tell me. I couldn't really hear him because I saw.
She wouldn't call him. He can't do that again. He can't just not tell us what happened. He can't.
Oh, I see what she's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
She is gone.
I told you she was in trouble. I told you to find her. I told you.
I gotta go.
That was a tough phone call.
What is it? What happened?
He didn't tell her everything, though.
She woke up too. I'm trying to figure out how she's related.
Who?
Theo, she's obviously a sister, but I don't. She wasn't like included at the beginning.
Maybe a cousin or something?
Like she had to come stay with them or something.
Morning.
Maybe they went and stayed with the aunt and uncle or something like they said.
Mhm.
Are we going to have to go stay with so-and-so? Maybe they did.
Well, she was here at the house at the beginning.
Oh.
Oh no.
Wake up.
Found this upstairs, decorated a little bit for her.
Why?
Well, because she was a very special cat. She deserves a special place to rest.
Is she in there?
Yeah.
Can I see her?
Maybe this is why she likes it, because her mom did that for the cat.
Do you want to say something about her?
Should I?
You could.
People usually do. It's called a eulogy.
What do I say?
It's up to you. Some people say goodbye. You could tell a story.
What kind of story?
Whatever you like. You know how when you take one of your pictures, you capture something forever, just the way it is? Stories do that too. So when we die, we turn into stories. And every time someone tells one of those stories, it's like we're still here for them. We're all stories in the end. Try.
This kitten grew up in a tool shed and my room. I'm not sure what her name was because her brothers and sisters all look the same, but I think she was the one I called Jasper. She was a good kitten and she never heard a single thing in her whole life, and not many people can say that.
That's perfect, sweetie.
Goodbye, little kitty. I hope you have a safe trip to heaven, and when you get there, there's some nice yummy milk waiting. And
Is the cat waking up?
Yeah.
she's alive.
What?
She's alive.
Honey, look, I know this is hard.
She is. Really is. Look.
Honey,
Look.
I know this is
Her
hard.
lips are moving. Hey, it's okay.
Wait a second.
What in the hell is going on?
Okay, I'm right here. Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool. That was nuts. That poor little girl.
I need you to head up there, pick up the body, and bring her back here. And pack her carefully. It's a long drive.
Sure.
Does she have like a fascination with death or
Listen,
something?
I'm
I
very
think her
sorry.
mom just decorating the thing made
I
her
don't
like want to
really know what to
preserve
say
people in
in
there.
Their best life.
It's fine, Andy.
Yeah.
Call me when you're on the road.
I think she's on Twilight too, that lady.
It's the right thing.
Why not send her to Carlisle? They'll do a great job
I
there.
think it's a bad idea too.
Honey, let someone else do it. You need to focus on you.
She's my sister. I'm hosting her funeral. That's that.
Is it gonna give everyone time?
What do you mean?
You mean Steven, Luke, Dad?
Dad's the reason Nell was so f***ed up to begin with, and Luke's probably high as a kite.
Thought he was in rehab.
He was, apparently, until this morning. They said he flew the coop. No idea where he is.
Does he even know that she's dead?
If he doesn't, that's on him.
He deserves to be here. You're not giving him time to get here. He missed her wedding. We're not gonna let him miss her funeral, too.
He has time, but I'm not leaving her in a freezer until Luke gets his shit together. She'll be there forever. I gotta get to work.
Cheryl.
Their family requires a lot of energy.
There's a lot of them.
They're stressing me out.
Sweetie, we've talked about this morning. It's a moment of truth, Max. It's okay.
I don't want to.
If you don't, you'll be upset later. I promise. This is a good thing. You're a good boy.
I mean, it looks like she did a good
You can
job
do
from
this.
here.
Better than I would have done, that's for sure.
I'll go with you.
That's a very unique job.
It's gonna be okay, Shirley.
I don't want to see her.
My grandmother died, I looked because I felt like it'd be disrespectful to her not to.
Look, even
Yeah.
Nellie's up there.
I was just a little kid too.
I want to go.
Everything okay? She's just a little scared, I think.
Here, come with me.
Was that guy she saw in the and he like raised a glass to her?
That guy was kind of far away. I couldn't really tell.
Absolutely not.
Cheryl, she's fantastic.
I promise you have nothing to worry about.
You don't know her.
You don't have to know someone to do the cosmetics.
And restoration. Coroner ruled it a suicide, and there's restorative work I've got to do. She was in that house for hours. The blood pooled, insects and her injuries. She was only refrigerated for a couple of hours, and then in transport, in the time it will take me to explain to you what to do with her, I could just do it myself.
This is insane.
Excuse us, please.
He doesn't want her to do it.
Yeah.
I owe her this.
That would be tough to do though.
The hours, the bugs. I'm doing it, Kevin. Fix her.
Oh, good lord.
I bet she'll see her come back to life or something scary.
It's almost like those kids are, sorry to interrupt you, but those kids are really hell-bent on not looking too. Almost like when they see her,
I'm sorry.
she like talks to him or something.
Just
Right.
can't.
I'm probably so wrong, but you know. Sorry guys, usually we try to be funny and stuff, but this one's just dark and ominous as hell. I feel like I better shut up over here.
I know I can't feel lighthearted about this whatsoever.
Let's take her down.
I almost hope it's someone else. I mean, I hope it's not someone else. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not a dead person, but
I know what you mean.
I kind of hope they're wrong or something.
She's probably more upset than she thought she'd be.
Yeah.
Can I feed the kittens?
Sure thing.
Kind of doesn't look like her though.
Remember how I showed you? Are they still sleeping?
You think the ghosts are doing it?
I don't know.
Or whatever the hell they are?
Oh.
No. Shirley?
What's wrong with them?
Well, that's what's happening, Steve. I don't care how you get here.
You're taking on too much. You've got to just be able to grieve.
Don't talk to me that way.
I don't even know where Luke is. We've been looking.
You and Dad?
That's right.
They don't know where he went. Apparently, he went out of a
Goddamn window.
Steve, do you know what I'm doing right now? I'm elbow deep in our sister's
is that a
chest
bag?
cavity, pulling out a bag of her internal organs. That's what happens when a body's autopsied and I have to take it out. You have to get 2 grown men to a goddamn airport. Get it done.
We're so lucky we don't have to know about that on a daily basis. Those people live that.
She's doing it herself.
There's some brave folks.
She isn't.
She's doing it herself.
If you do that, shout out to you. Because that's scary.
This kind of thing happens. Kittens aren't supposed to be without their mommies. And no matter how much you love them, you're not their mommy. And they're better now. They're where they're supposed to be.
What about the little one? The one with the eyes?
We found it in a new home.
She has a weird thing of a weird way of explaining things.
At least say goodbye.
Cheryl, we have no idea what was wrong with those kittens. They were very sick. We couldn't let you try to take care of a pet who was so sick.
But you gave it to someone else. I don't believe you. Sure. Just tell me.
Just.
Why would you give away the last one, the only one left? It's not fair. It's not fair. Stop it.
Uh-oh. She's getting like headaches.
It's been a minute since you had one of your color storms.
A color storm?
There was no color at all. It was pitch black, like fireworks, but black. And it hit me like it's never come that fast before. First migraine in what, a year?
It happens at the worst possible moment.
Any better?
Codeine's finally kicking in.
She has prescription codeine for headaches.
Migraines.
I
Is
wish
it that
I'd
bottle
been
right there?
part of that conversation.
But you said different?
Probably not.
I got it.
She said, I'm tired of these little passive-aggressive statements.
Would you have said you had to go to the woods and put this sick little kitten out of its misery?
No, of course not. But it's a tough thing for a kid, and we should have.
Look, she's gonna have a pretty messed up view of death coming out of this no matter what, which wouldn't have happened if you hadn't have...
Go ahead.
No, it was unfair.
Go ahead anyway.
Why the hell did you let her keep those kittens?
Well, I didn't know that they were all gonna die.
You let her keep a box of diseased kittens in her bedroom. And now she's traumatized.
Probably feels like she
And then
failed
I
all
have
those
to-
cats.
Yeah.
This was not our finest hour, no doubt.
I really hope that body doesn't start moving.
Or come back to life like the kittens.
Like, who the f is that guy?
Either her son or Mac.
Sorry.
You're not allowed down here. You know that.
I know. We were just.
Okay.
It's just Auntie Nell.
I know. I know you're curious. I'm sad. I'm sad too. So sad I can't even tell you. What do you want to know? I won't lie to you. Any questions you have are completely normal.
What are you doing to her?
I just finished embalming her. It helps her look how we remember her.
Why did she die?
I'm just so sad that she did. She loved you both so much.
Where is she now?
I don't know, Allie. Nobody knows. I can tell you what I think, maybe, sometime tomorrow, but mostly I'm just sad. I know you're curious about her, but this part isn't for people to see. I can tell you everything I'm doing some other time. Right now, why don't you two go pick your favorite picture of Auntie Nell from one of the albums? I can hang it at the funeral, okay?
It keeps going to her flashback.
Yeah, she's probably the most traumatized from it. Oh, I'm scared of that body.
You're gonna look amazing. You already look amazing. You know what I mean.
Come on, we still got a ways to go.
I know, but you do. I'm so happy for you, Nellie.
Come in.
Hey,
Hey,
you look amazing.
thanks. How's Arthur?
He's great. I handcuffed him to a radiator downstairs. He's not going anywhere.
Steve.
He's as happy as I've ever seen a guy. And he should be. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say break a leg. And if you make a run for it, I'll keep the car running, okay?
Okay.
Oh yeah, she had a
How lucky
husband. I
for
wonder
us.
what he's about to say
Famous
about this.
author at your wedding.
You promised.
Not another word, I promise.
There he is.
What is it? Nothing. I should be right back and finish up.
Do you think he's about to cause hell?
He's gonna be like, you shouldn't be here.
Hey.
Hell,
What?
hold on.
What? Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just wanted to make sure that I got to tell her that I was happy.
Look at me.
What?
Look at me. You're high.
No, I'm not.
So you got the day pass?
Yeah, they're very supportive.
Luke, I paid for rehab. Guess who they called when you ran away last week? Last week?
She's expecting me to be here.
Oh, no, she's not. Nobody is. Today's about Nell. Do you get that? This is her day.
I just really want to be here for her.
You should have thought about that before you put the needle in your arm. What's the cab? 20? Here's 100. You can shoot up the rest. I don't care. This is the last I ever give you. No more loans, no more treatment centers, nothing. The store's closed. I'm done.
Damn, he took the money anyways.
Oh,
Sorry. Bridesmaid stuff.
You have a perfect wedding, Nellie.
She said bridesmaid
Almost
stuff.
perfect.
Oh, she wants her brother there.
I'm sorry.
That was so sad because she was just trying to be a good sister. Nope.
There better not be a bug in her throat.
Oh, Nelly.
Oh, she's imagining it. From that angle, she kind of looks like Britney Spears, don't she?
Oh gosh.
Damn, this show is heavy.
It really is. She just looks normal.
You fixed her.
No, that's what I do.
You fixed her. You fixed her.
Pretty accurate.
Oh,
Her
damn, that's
mom.
like The Undertaker.
Why is she just like happy?
That's that same box.
Why did you picture that? So she can stay room temp after that?
You know, I was gonna ask you the same thing. I thought they had to put her in that cooler. Maybe it's just cold as hell in there, but I doubt it. Well, I guess at that point, maybe that she's
The
embalmed, so she can
embalmed,
do.
yeah. I don't
room
really know
temperature.
how that works too much.
Fortunately, we don't yet.
What if all those pots are people she knows? Or it's like the different kind of pots you could
I
get.
was about to say, maybe she's trying to sell those.
Yeah.
You know, when we watch those like hotel fixer-uppers.
Yeah.
Oh, you should always sell merchandise on your spare walls.
Yeah.
You can make an extra 20 grand a year.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Not in the forever house.
All right, guys. So that was The Haunting of Hill House. Babe, what do you think about that?
It was great. I had a fun time. We have a lot of new characters to learn. That was just really dark and very interesting.
It definitely had like a gothic feel to it.
Yeah.
I really love the color grade on this. I love how dark and ominous it is. I love how they show a lot of yellows, a lot of like yellow sort of reminds me of like being sick, being ill, not feeling good, maybe
Disease,
physically.
so to say, yeah.
Yeah, especially like mentally diseased also.
Yes.
A lot of trauma, a lot of issues in this family, man. So I wrote down all the characters for sure, and I just want to go over them real quick just so I can like familiarize myself with who these people are and just make sure I have all their names right and stuff. So there was Nell. That was the little girl who originally saw the crooked neck lady, right? So she was the first one to experience trauma in this sense, right? And she ends up growing up and then unaliving herself. I can't say the other word. If you guys don't know, YouTube will try to take my money. If they, for some reason, manually review this and they hear me say that, they'll definitely, they're just like that, man. So, and then there was Theo. I'm not really sure about her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how she fits in because you were saying she wasn't in the opening scene.
Remember there was a scene where it was like Luke, he was out in the field and there's Theo reading a book and she's like put up against stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it kind of seemed like maybe she's not a sister or she is a sister. I don't know. It never flat out told us.
I'm assuming she's just
But
a
they have
sister.
the same dad, so I don't know.
You know how there's some little girls who live by us and one of them's just always on her tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's like
just that kind of sister.
Right. Luke, poor Luke, man. He was such a cute little kid. Kind of reminds me of myself with them big old glasses on his face. And he just grows up to be just an addict, man. And not only an addict, a completely unaware addict. So I guess he's really far off the deep end because...
Well, you know what I was thinking? When him and Nell were roommates, probably some crap happened and that's what happened to him. He decided to do drugs to cope with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then there was Hugh, which is the dad. We don't really know much about the dad other than he's not really on good footing with his kids at this point.
He doesn't share things with them because I guess the way I see it was to protect them. But.
Well, he's a real believer though, because he had a choice to make. He's sitting there talking to his attorney and the choice is you can either let people investigate the house and you can basically be transparent about the situation. And then maybe you can come out on the other end of this, or you could just completely seal it up and say no one's allowed in. And this man is trying to protect the public, even if it cost him his freedom. So I feel like if I was that dude, I'd be like, y'all can go do it all y'all want. Y'all can go investigate.
Well, that just means there's something really crazy that happened in there that he's trying to also not let everyone know. It obviously has to do with his wife.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to feel about Liv yet because it's a new show to me, but she feels kind of dark to me. She has like a dark, ominous.
She reminds me of The
her.
Conjuring. Like, you know how they try to like get the mothers to like turn on the kids? I got the same type of vibe from the story.
And she puts a lot of, and as she should, but she's like hyper concerned with her kids' first experience with death, which you should definitely as a parent. But she feels like someone who just takes life very serious in a way. So maybe that type of mental fortitude is what ends up costing you to get possessed.
Right.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because Liv seemed the same way. She seemed kind of, or not Liv, Nell.
Liv comes off very spiritual to me in a weird.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. She's like, I could imagine her like taking a salt bath. With
like I can imagine her
stones.
saging the house and stuff like that. Like that kind of lady. That's the kind of vibe I get from her. But she's a great lady. Like she seems like she loves her kids. So.
And then there was Clara, the maid, and I don't really know what's up with her either. She was basically saying, I don't live here. I don't really have much to do with it at nighttime, or either that the other guy said that. But he basically asked her flat out, why don't you just stay here? And she just wasn't interested in that.
We just don't.
She does her job and
something
goes.
weird about it though, with that family, the Dudleys, was weird because when he was having that agreement with the law, he said only them could work on it. Only they, that family. So obviously like they either know stuff or
maybe they just have like a lineage that goes back to like the Hill family.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Stephen, man, which was the oldest son, the writer. Then there was Lee, which was Stephen's wife. And we didn't really see her too much, but we got acquainted with her.
She just was on his side when Shirley came that time.
Yeah, and Shirley is obviously the lady who takes care of the bodies, the embalmer. And then there's Horace, who works on the house. So that's their character list. I'll try my best to have all those names memorized. But basically, man, we got us a good old-fashioned haunted house story up in here.
Yeah, very.
What do you think they're being haunted by? Ghosts, demons?
I think it's all going to revolve around the hills. Whatever happened with the Hills.
Maybe they cursed the land or something.
Maybe
Right.
they did some bad stuff, or maybe it's the house in itself, because when he said that they were knocking on the stuff, the house didn't like it. So it could be like that banging and stuff is the house. I don't know.
Do you think the house is rebelling against the idea that someone's going to come in and modernize their house? Because when we were watching Get Out, that lady was pissed about her house. She's like, you ruined my house.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, man. Oh, I do want to mention the dogs. There was some dogs barking, and apparently, what was his name? Horace. Horace was like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah, there ain't dogs
barking
in here, but I don't come at night, so.
He said, all we got around here, coyotes. But apparently there's some dogs barking, and not only do the girls hear them, like they're right outside the door.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if those dogs were barking that well by my house and I lived out in the country, I might be a little mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to know whose dog that was.
Or I'd have to figure out what in the hell are they barking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to explore this world a little bit more. I mean, we got people's thoughts popping up. We have people explaining about how dreams can spill over. We have little kids appearing at the edge of the woods. We got
They wake up at
cemeteries.
3:03.
We got kittens.
Yeah, dead kittens.
Right.
Which is sad.
Always
because
so scary.
They look diseased though. Every person that leaves there looks diseased, because even the girl Nell, when she was like fixing her makeup up, she just looked really diseased in her face.
Like almost like something was like eating away at her.
Yeah, like
right.
barnacle-y.
I'm just gonna my prediction early on in this season, man. I think that the Hill family obviously probably cursed the land, and they probably put a disease on that land, and that disease runs deep into the roots of that house. So probably the house is gonna end up being diseased on some level. I wouldn't be surprised if they have termites that
And I feel
even
like they take
termites can't
mothers.
fix.
Yeah, I feel like they just get the mothers to turn on their families. And
Yeah.
the dad in this case said, "Not today, not in my family. I'm running."
Right. You know how they all just had like they keep seeing stuff? Like to a normal person, that would change your worldview, right? I mean, it would definitely blow your paradigm. You'd have to end up going to a Chinese buffet and eating over that one. But these people
I get that reference.
Yeah. But those people, they just seem like almost like they're sort of used to this game. It's like it's new to them, but at the same time, they've sort of grown up under this perception. It's one of those things. It's like, how can so many people exist who throughout history just do not believe in the afterlife, don't believe in the supernatural, stuff like that, or the natural, however you want to try to argue the phraseology. And then there's people who will swear to you on their mother's soul that they've seen ghosts, it's just weird, man. It's almost like just whatever reality you want to open up your perceptions to is the one that will present itself. It's almost like reality's in superposition or something.
Right.
I don't know.
That's unique you say that, because the guy, Dario Naharis, the main character, he's taken all his scary experiences with that house and capitalizing on them full. Like,
He's trying to be a little Stephen King.
yeah, I think that was the point. I think they were trying to imitate that he's Stephen King.
And the sister's all like, don't be trying to monetize my trauma. That's the drama I'm getting.
Yeah.
Just a damn good show, man. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was fun.
I can't wait to finish it.
I thought it was like dramatic, and there was just a lot of drama to it. And I really like that feel. You know what I mean? Horror can be so unique. We watched a movie recently. What was the one? The girl was blasting people with her leg.
Oh, Planet Terror.
Planet Terror. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. When Planet Terror comes out on YouTube, you guys need to go watch that. It was wild. It was absolutely
wild.
bananas.
It was a shocking movie. I'll say that.
And on some level, it was a horror movie, and it was
Yeah.
just done so different than this. And if you guys are new here, we've said it ad nauseum. We just haven't really gotten to the horror genre because when we first started the channel, we just didn't really get pushed that way. So we really enjoy it, man. So like the video for sure, because we definitely want to see the Octobers. We want to see the Octobers doing more horror because I mean, we're the Octobers. It has nothing to do with like horror or Halloween or anything. It just is what it is, you know? Because my birthday's in October. So
and
that's
we've
just what
also
we went
already
with.
told you our real last name because when you were watching us.
Right.
If you were paying attention.
I'll give you a hint. The word Inkabob.
Inkabob.
Inkabob Crane.
Is that like a octopus version of it?
I don't know what that is. Inkabob Crane, but I've heard it before.
Deadly Hollows.
Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Patreon if you guys want to see the full, uncut, haunted reaction over there. Hopefully there was no ghost popping in behind my head.
There was.
And, hey, what if one day after doing this for so long, like if we're, like, say we're fortunate enough, right, to be doing this for years, right? How cool would that be? What if all the hours of footage we accumulate, one day people realize there's like a ghost behind us?
Right. Or what if one time we're filming a movie and someone comes in and just like...
Because you know how like...
kills us.
Anyways, I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. You know how like we know everything that's going on in this room right now? Like ain't nobody getting in this room, right? But one of these days there's going to be a little boy standing back there.
Well, listen, I'm not trying to put you on blast, but when that TV goes off, you don't even pay attention. So anyone could be sneaking up in here.
No, but that's the point. If a ghost popped up on the TV, I would know that, hey, something beyond my control did it because we've been sitting right here the whole time.
Yeah. True.
Guys, we'll see you on the next one, man.